testimony time. It's 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 testimony time. Hey, what's up, Jers and G's? That's what I decided to call y'all, encouragers and encouragees. So we'll just be Jers and G's. How that sound? Probably, you know, it, like, again, certain things that's not cool no more. I don't care. That's what happens when you are 40 and over. Nobody care about being cool no more. We just do what we do. We paid our dues. So I could just be as stale and as corny as I want to be and just love it. Anyway, I got a piece of vinyl here, okay? It's a gold piece of vinyl, okay, that I had cut the other day, but I just didn't weed it. This is for some t-shirts that we made in our church. Our church is broken down into tribes, and the tribe that I'm in happens to be the tribe of, I love to say Ephraim, but some people say Ephraim, so whatever, I'm from that tribe. And so we decided to be different and make some shirts for our tribe. And it says, you can't see it, but it says, well, maybe you can a little bit, straight out of Ephraim, okay? My son told me that this was corny. He was like, Mom, that's played out. You can't be doing that. But again, what do I care? I paid my dues. I could be just as corny as I want to be and laugh about it. My days of trying to be cool is over. It's such a nice feeling of relief. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try to weed this, okay? And I don't have a weeder, you know, like the weeding tool. I don't have that. I also messed up on part of my design and didn't realize it the other day, so these shirts are going to be a little bit different. I have some that's already finished, but I'm going to do this one for a friend of mine before they get back. Okay, so I have the GCC Expert 2 LX that I bought from heatpress.com. I guess that's who that is. Forgive me if I get it wrong. But anyway, I had a good experience working with them also. At first, well, yeah, I had a good experience with them. I only ran into one little problem, but somebody kind of got on the phone and tweaked it. And what happened was I was having trouble trying to get my cutter to line up with my PC. And see, the thing is, and it probably was me for the most part, problem I'm having is that I have went over to the dark side. I got a MacBook Pro, and I started using that. And I still have a PC. It's good to have both, especially if you're doing this kind of stuff. But the GCC, from what I understood, it didn't come ready to be used with a MacBook or with Apple. So I went ahead and I just hooked it up to my PC, and I didn't allow that to hinder me from buying. But anyway, I had problems in the beginning. I talked to a young man on the phone for tech help. And at first he wasn't that good. I mean, I think that what it was that he just wasn't ready for I have a lot of tech experience, so he really wasn't ready for that conversation. And he knew what he knew, and I knew what I knew. And I probably was a little cockier than I should have been, because I was just, it's like I had this cutter for like 3 days. Actually, I had it longer than that. I had it for like a week, and I hadn't started cutting on it. I had stayed up late trying to get this thing, I was frustrated. But anyway, another gentleman came onto the phone, Chris, I think, and then I met a Mike too. But anyway, they were really, really, really nice team. Even the young man that I talked to, I probably was being more intimidating than I needed to be. Again, something that we tend to do as we get older. Yeah, I probably was just frustrated because I just spent, you know, X amount of dollars, which was a high amount of dollars, and I know that I needed to have this thing working. My husband knew how much money I spent on it, and after like a week of not seeing any come out of it, he was starting to look at me kind of crazy. So I needed to make something happen. I had no clue on what to use and what kind of paper to use, and I was watching some of the videos from different people, mostly Tshirt chick and Ray as the entrepreneur, and that's how I learned about Easy Weed vinyl. So just last week I ordered some different colors, because at first I only had, you know, like I didn't even have a whole roll. You know, I just had like the you know, like the 12-inch by 15 or 12-inch squares that they had sent to me. And you know, I was, you know, I didn't really want to use it because I was thinking that I was gonna mess something up. So see, as easy as it's, I'm not even, I made what they call a weed box, I guess. See, I don't know this stuff. This is brand new to me. This is not like sublimation. I know what I'm doing. This is brand new. So anyway, I am weeding this. I haven't even had to use any, I don't have a weeding tool, but I do have this. I know that looks like real. Yeah, but I do have this, and I was planning on not using it unless I have to, but I probably cut a lot deeper than I was supposed to. So I had to lessen, to lighten up the force of my blade, and that I learned that after I wasted about rolls, like 5-yard rolls. I probably wasted about maybe about 15 by 12, or if not a little more, because the blade was eating it up because I had the force down too hard. So anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm gonna go ahead and weed out. I wish you could see this. Let me make it so you can see it. Now I never knew, you know, about the attributes of vinyl. You know, I never knew. I started out kind of backwards, I guess, because I started out a while ago with a silk screen. I bought the silk screen thing that has like the spindle that you can put 4 screens on at a time. I went to a printwear show when I first bought my equipment back in 2009. You know, I woke up one morning. This is a true story. I always knew I wanted to do this. I always knew I wanted to try to learn how to make shirts and stuff. But all I did was like look at magazines and look at stuff. But I never actually went and got anything. I never really did anything. So, true story. One day I had the money to do some things, but I just was afraid, I guess. You know, and a lot of times fear keeps us from doing a lot of things that we want to do, you know, so we have to learn how to fight that fear. So anyway, I literally woke up one morning. It was a Saturday morning, and as soon as I opened up my eyes, my first thought was, you need to go and get your equipment. You need to go and stop talking about it and go buy it. Okay, so I had no idea. I was planning on ordering it. I had no idea of anything about a printwear show. I didn't have a clue. Didn't. And so I was like, okay, I'm kind of being hesitant right here because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna pull the wrong thing up. But anyway, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go. Hope you can see this. It's a little blurry. But I was like, yeah, I'll go and get, you know, this equipment, sure, you know. And then I started looking online, and I realized that in Baltimore, Maryland, they had a printwear show. And I'm like, what is the printwear show? So I started looking it up, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. You know, you gotta go a place where you can buy stuff, and all the people are there from all these different places. So I was like, ooh, I want to go. So I remember, again, this is me into all this stuff. My husband's not really into this stuff. although he is the greatest supporter in the world, he's not really into, he helps me and he supports me, but that's just not his thing. He always says his hobby is to do nothing. He retired from the army, so he can do that, I guess. But anyway, you know, so he said, hey, so when are we going? And, you know, and I don't, again, this is unlike me, but I said, I want to go by myself. I told him I want to go by myself. And he was like, really? You want to go by yourself? I'll go with you. And I said, no, this is just, I feel like this is something I have to do by myself. And I literally bought my own plane, you know, one plane ticket. I rented my room not far from the place. We had some friends that lived in Baltimore, although I didn't really expect to see them. I did. I ended up getting to see them. Hey, this is turning out pretty good. So I did end up getting to see them, which was a really nice treat. And then they took me out to go get some crabs. I had never ate like whole crabs before, like blue crabs or whatever. Female blue crabs. Like it's supposed to be something special about the female blue crab. I didn't know. All I know is it was good. But anyway, I went and I went to the show. And as soon as I went through the first, you know, through the doors, I was just like awestruck, you know, because I had a pocket full of money. Not literally a pocket, but I had enough money I knew to buy whatever it was that I wanted to get started. I had a limit for myself. I gave myself a $4,000 limit, and I stuck with the limit. I was tempted back then to buy the GraphTech. Make sure you can see this. So this is what I got. Okay, yeah, but I was tempted back then to buy the GraphTech cutter and plotter, but I wasn't really sure. I mean, I was literally torn between getting the, so I guess I did have an opportunity to do vinyl, because I was torn between getting that GraphTech then or getting the silkscreen machine, or not machine, but silkscreen, you know. And I ended up going ahead and choosing to do the silkscreen, obviously. Okay, looking back, I probably should have, if I knew then what I know now, I would have gone ahead and gotten that GraphTech. First of all, the GraphTech is an excellent cutter. I like the cutter that I have, but I have heard tons of great things about GraphTech cutter. So yeah, I think looking back, I should have got that, because I would have, you know, I didn't know nothing about the vinyl game. And I think the reason why I didn't is because a long time ago in Alaska, I used to live in Alaska, we had this guy at a shop. I guess he didn't know what he was doing very, very well, but he made us some shirts, some vinyl shirts, and I mean some shirts, you know, with some sayings on the back, and he used vinyl, you know, and I promise you, every last one of those shirts, the vinyl started coming off of them. Now I wish I'd have saved the shirts. I ended up getting rid of them, and I wish I'd have saved them, because I could have. I would have known what to do with it now. But anyway, all the vinyl was coming off of it, and I'm like, this vinyl shirts are crappy. You know, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know, I didn't make this shirt, by the way. This is a shirt that we were wearing at work for Breast Cancer Month. But anyway, yeah, I was like, vinyl shirts are crappy. I don't want no vinyl shirts. You know, it's not better than sublimation. Well, I didn't know what I know now. Okay. And what do I know now? Well, I know that there's different types of vinyl. I know that there's heat transfer vinyl that you use, you know, that are made for, some of them made for garments. I know that there's other vinyl that's not made for garments. You know, I know that there's different textures and different, you know, again, I didn't know that stuff back then. This is weeding really good, by the way. I'm an amateur. Yes, I did cut deeper than I should have, but it's still weeding pretty good. You know, doing a good job. So, well, yeah, it's doing good. So anyway, yeah, I went ahead and got the silk screen. Okay, now what I know now that I didn't know then, okay, and even though I see a lot of people, I hear a lot of different comments about it, but I know I would have tried it. When I first started out with the silk screen, I had trouble laying the emulsion, and I mean, I got it to work, and it did work. I got me a power sprayer, and I didn't have a rinse out tub, and I didn't have, you know, it was a lot of, I had a lot of stuff, but it was a lot of stuff I didn't have, and and so I kind of winged it. But I had trouble sometimes getting, you know, I didn't have time to deal with the screens, and I don't think I really perfected the science of it either. So yeah, there were some problems, and so I kind of got away from doing silk screen a lot. You know, I had, you know, I tried to learn. I only did like 1 or 2 jobs that had 2 colors. You know, so yeah, that was interesting. But I think that here's what I didn't know. Had I gotten a cutter, you see how this design is? It's getting there. It's coming along. But the way this design is and the way this looks, if I'd have done this back then, the first thing I would have had go through my mind was, oh, stencil, you know. That's what I would have been thinking when I saw this. And if I thought of this as a stencil, I would have been doing some silk screening anyway without having bought that whole kit, you know. And I had even thought when I bought this, oh, I'm going to get this so I can do some silk screening with the vinyl. But I watch videos and I see people say, you know, you can do it if it's an emergency. Yeah, you can do it. And I've seen some people that had some pretty good looking shirts with it. But I'm just not really comfortable now. I kind of just want to be a big girl and do it the right way. I got everything that I need. You know, I got my vinyl cutter. I have to buy more screens because over time, matter of fact, I threw some screens away. I know, popped back of my hand. I threw some screens away. So I'm done bleeding it already. Okay. And I guess we can go ahead and press it onto a shirt. But anyway, yeah, I threw some screens away. And I threw them away because I thought, you know, I really honestly thought that I was done trying to make any shirts. So I was like, I'm going to do this. So just don't work my job and blah, blah, blah. But here we are. So, yeah, I'm finding myself, you know, getting back into the game, like I said. Yeah, so, and as you see, you know, I'm in my kitchen. You know, I'm not going to show you my whole kitchen because I don't want to, you know, how people show videos and then they got a mess going on. But yeah, I kind of took this area when I have room. I took this area and started using this to cut, and then I had my computer on the table, and then in my dining room I got shirts on the table, and I got, you know, and that's why I said that one of my projects is going to be to clean this office. And I promised to show y'all. I'm embarrassed, so nobody better not, don't judge me, okay? This is not a room that we use, but it needs to be back in use. Don't you judge me. I'm about to show y'all something. Okay, if I can flip my screen. I don't know how to flip my screen. How do you flip the screen? I don't know how. I can't flip it. Can you flip? I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't know how to flip the screen. What's up with that? Does it flip? Okay, well anyway, I guess I have to turn this way. So here is, yeah, that's pretty bad. Here is the infamous office. Well, yeah, I guess it ain't, I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Got tons of books and stuff. I love to, you know, anyway, we're not gonna get into that. But anyway, here's one desk. And then I decided to get this clothes hanger. I don't know what I was thinking, because we had so many clothes and I was gonna put like the winter clothes. But then instead of, I didn't want to put it in the garage because I didn't have anything to cover it with, so I stuck it in the office. Okay, and then as you see, I do a lot of stuff. Here's a mic stand for the boom mic. And we you know, we make music sometimes, my son and I. Here's another desk. Okay, it's cluttered. Here's a workstation. It has a laser printer on it, and what else is down there? All my other printers this was the printer station. All the printers used to go on there. Then I kind of moved stuff around. I have an inkjet printer on this desk. It's cluttered, okay. Why am I showing y'all this? Because I ain't embarrassed, because I'm not the only one. I know some of y'all out there got the same thing. I know some of y'all are neat freaks, and that's good. And when I'm neat, I'm neat. But when I'm sloppy, I'm sloppy. Okay, so here's one of my shelves. Got some DVDs. I used to collect DVDs, but mostly I got all my craft junk. I got paints, watercolor paints. I don't like watercolor. Anybody want my watercolor paints? I'll give it to you free. First person that sends me the address, and I'll send you some watercolors free if you like watercolor paints. I can't stand it. I tried it and didn't like it. Look, I from a long time ago, I bought a book about ways to transform t-shirts. I think I'll be using that a little bit now. Look at that. Wow. Okay, yeah. I got all kinds of stuff. You know, this is why this room was the place that I came to, you know, with all my ideas and made stuff happen, and my Photoshop books and my digital photography books. Yeah, hey, I gotta bring this room back. I gotta make this room great again. But anyway, yeah. Here's some of my work that I did, my collages and photography work. Don't know if you guys can see over there. This room used to be where the magic happened at. I guess you can see some of the artwork. All of those collages and photo collages, that's the kind of stuff that I do. Okay, I got coffee mugs, and you know, these are like coffee mugs and things that I've made that went bad. Like, I never throw them away, so I just use them to put pins in. What's in here? Oh yeah, VO5 for your hair. Hey, I can use this right now. Okay. Anyway, I got one when I had my business, was the name of my business on the cup with my logo and all that kind of stuff. See, it's double whammy. You know, I messed this one up, so I just stuck it up there. You can see it has like a little blur to it, whatever. Yeah. So this is bringing. See, this is what I want. This is why we need to straighten up our areas. See this here? Did these cups for somebody at a banquet. I used to take pictures at banquets and stuff. This is why we need to claim and reclaim our areas. Just coming in here is getting me excited again about doing stuff. I mean, this room is full of memories and artwork and things that I have done, pictures that I've taken, collages that I have made. This is a collage of my sister Mickey. I'm making this video for people like her as well. She is an excellent, I'm going to be displaying some of her work soon, but she is an excellent crafter. This collage I made for her years ago. And the one with the white shirt, see the white shirt? I actually photoshopped that on there, you know, so that's the kind of stuff I do. I put that on the coffee mug too. So done a lot of stuff over the years, and just coming in here, honestly, is like getting me motivated and encouraging me. So go in your empty spaces, open up the door. Look at this. I mean, this is just like, yeah, it's like one day it just happened. And a lot of times that's how we are. We do things. Here's my uncle. He just turned 100 years old this year. My Uncle SW. And my Uncle SW and my Auntie Henrietta. Oldest, that's the matriarch and the patriarch of the family. Oldest members of our family. And they are awesome. Yep. So, yeah. This is a great start, you know. And that's why I came in here. So, you know, it's like I'm struggling I'm taking over my kitchen, right? I'm taking over. All I'm doing is claiming more territory and using the area for something that it shouldn't be used for. I'm using the kitchen, and I shouldn't be using the kitchen for nothing but cooking and eating and maybe listening to music while I'm cooking. That's what the kitchen's for, and the dining room is for eating. So that's what I mean about claiming our areas. This is the embarrassing room that I really was embarrassed about showing you. I got a nice closet that we shelved. Gotta show you that too. All of that shelving, my husband specifically made that shelving and stuff for me so I can put all my supplies. Now it's got a bunch of junk in it, but I gotta take that back. I got vinyl now. I got rolls of vinyl. I got stuff that I need to be able to do in here. Okay, so what would I be, flip the screen. What would I be doing in this office? I would be able to, I got computer monitors in here. Got a monitor on this side and a monitor on the other side that I'm not even using. And that's frivolous. That's a shame. I should be using this room to do what I love to do. So I'm claiming it. I'm taking it back. So I will have a day where I come in here and clean. I'm going to film the whole thing and speed film it. But yeah, I need to get this room back. This room is supposed to be the office. The office is supposed to have stuff in here. I got all kinds of stuff that I need. I have shelves for papers. See that? I got shelves for papers. I got a nice cabinet to file stuff. See a nice cabinet. You can barely see. Got a nice cabinet to file stuff. It's like a big old 4-drawer cabinet. I don't know if you can see it, but I got this. But I'm not using it. Okay. Got the printer shelf. Got a color laser printer that I have to have a talk with because I think I can fix it. I saw a video. It's making things blurry. So, hey, if anybody knows anything about laser printers, I only know the basics, but it's printing blurry. Like, the color, it's like a blur to it. And it's a color laser jet printer, and that's what I use to print on my, that opaque paper, that Nina, I guess, opaque 1 paper. And see, I can really use that paper now because if I print onto that paper whatever picture I want, I can use my my cutter to contour cut around it. Okay, so yeah, this is my sin right here. This is. See, I got a planning board. I forgot about this stuff because I lost my mojo. Gotta get our mojo back. Get your mojo back. Yeah, get our mojo back, okay? Yeah, my husband has a desk in here, but he hardly ever used it because he said this was my room. He says I have more rooms in the house than anybody else. And he's right. It's unfair. I gotta find a way to make a man cave for him. But yeah, so what do I plan on doing here? I plan on doing my planning, which is what that board is for. I plan on doing my, graphic design, because it's this is a nicely well-lit room. I plan on, I love sitting at a desk when I'm at home, not at work. I hate it when I'm at work. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later. And then, so I can do planning in here. I can do my graphic design in here. I used to brainstorm in here. This is a room that I could come in and close the door by myself, and I didn't have to be, disturbed by anybody. And I was able to get lots of stuff done. So that's what I plan to do in here. My garage is a whole nother story. I wasn't going to go in there, but I will now. Let's go take a look real quick. What I plan to do in the garage is going to be a lot of plan to silk screen in there because it's a little more messy than this room in here. So I'll sublimate in the office, but in the garage I will do silk screening. Silk screening is a lot more messy job, and it's probably best for me to keep my silk screening in there. In there to keep from, because that ink, you know, you can get it on you and don't even know you have it on you, and then get it on something else and kind of once you get it on there, it is a done deal. Okay, so yeah, depending on what kind of plastisol or ink you use. I use plastisol ink, and I went through the screenprinters.com, I guess that is. That's where I got my stuff from. Ryonet. Yeah, those are my boys. So anyway, here we are in the garage. Yeah, this is a 2-car garage, and look at all the stuff in here. I mean, so me and my son used to use this room. This was, actually he still does. This is his studio. This is where he's a little musician. Well, I ain't gonna say little because he's a grown man now. He's 18, so I won't call him little. But you know, we got, you know, I ain't gotta show you everything in my house. But yeah, this is where we do music. Here, this is like, he just got through using this as a studio earlier. Okay, look at what we got over here. What is that? Can you see it? It's a silk screen press. Look at that. And look at the plate, and it's got stuff sitting on it, you know, and it's dirty. I gotta clean it off. See that? It's on the most flimsiest table. I don't know what I was thinking when I put it on there. So that's one of the things I plan to do too, is to get me some glue and hammer and nails. I got a lot of little stray wood around here. See if I can make me a surface, yeah, to mount that to, that's more sturdy. And then also something that can hold my screens. Yeah, that was a problem I had last time too. I would turn my, what room? I would turn my laundry room. I can't remember now. Actually, I used to use a bug light in here. That's what it was, to so I could do my screens, put my my light sensitive emulsion on the screens. Okay, got a lot of memories in here. You know, I got a screen actually up there on top of all the way up on top of this shelf over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a wooden screen up there. I have one screen left, I think I only have one left. Okay, I have no plastisol ink as of yet. So I have shelves that my husband put in place right there. He's got some old equipment on there. I got some old stuff up there that I can use. Like, I used to buy quartz clocks, you know, the little cheap clocks for $1 at the Dollar Tree store, and I would take the facing off of it, and I would use it as gifts. I would take pictures of people, and I would redo the paper, the facing that goes on there, and then I would create a clock as a gift, and that was pretty nice. So yeah, here's my sin, y'all. Here it is. I'm not embarrassed. Yeah, I am a little bit, but not that much. I'm over it. I'm so over it, because I'm ready to make a change. Okay, so I'm hoping that this will motivate somebody. Come on, somebody. Even if your situation is not this bad, and really this is not as bad as it looks, because most of this stuff needs to be going to the trash. I mean, some of this stuff belongs to my son, who he knows come and get your stuff. Actually, he doesn't have that much stuff, but the stuff he has, we don't want to throw it away until he looks through it. You just, like I said, it's just an area that we just kind of, we just got comfortable allowing it to be whatever. But I'm ready to reclaim my real estate so we can make some things happen. Okay, we got a drum set over there in the corner. Just all kinds of stuff, And so we will be using this room as a studio / shop for, because my son was just in here. See the bells and whistles? Yeah, he was just in here making some music. Pretty good music too. Got his little guitar in here, so see, he's still keeping hope alive. Yeah. So maybe we can make this garage great again. Let me stop. Anyway, yeah, so this is it. This is my sin. I showed you both areas. I showed you my office. So now I gotta clean it up. I want you all to be proud of me. I want to be able to come in here and y'all be like, oh, look at her. Yeah, so I'm gonna now I gotta clean it up. Oh look, I even forgot about this. I got a oh shoot, I almost stepped on something. Okay, yeah, I got see that right there? That's my first heat press. And one day my husband came in here and tried to use it, and he said it didn't work. I never investigated. I needed one real bad and real quick. So I went and got another one of the cheap ones online. Oh look, I even got the bug light that I used to use to burn my screen. Not burn the screen, but to keep the light sensitive light, ultraviolet light, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, this is sometimes when you face a problem, sometimes when you come and just take a look at a problem, slow yourself down and take a look at your problem. Some turntables. But yeah, you come in and you look at your problem square in the face. You can see it. I'm trying to figure out where to look at on here. So if I'm looking across that, you're crazy. I'm sorry. But yeah, sometimes if you come and you look your problem square in the face, you could, I don't know, somehow it motivates you. I'm motivated now. I'm encouraged. That's what this is all about. I am encouraged. I want you all to be encouraged too. I mean, some of you, maybe your garages are neat. Maybe your office is neat. Maybe maybe your mind is just jacked up. Maybe your heart is just jacked up. Maybe you just feel like, like my heart, my mind, I feel like you're in a good place right now. But my surrounding is jacked. So I need to try to balance this, okay? Again, I'm not a psychologist, so don't go, saying that nobody told you nothing, because I ain't no doctor. Okay, I'm just somebody who's just like anybody, who I just believe. And first of all, I believe in God, in case y'all didn't catch it. But yeah, and I just believe that I can do whatever it is I want to do. As long as I'm breathing air, as long as I have strength and health in my body, I can. Why live in bondage? Okay. Somebody at work the other day, I had some papers that I didn't want to throw away because I wanted to look through all the papers to make sure I didn't miss a paper or miss a patient or something like that. And this one girl, she called me. She said, "Oh, is this trash? Is this trash?" And it was on my desk, and I said, "No, it's not trash." And she goes, "Oh, he's such a hoarder." And I mean, man, I was offended. When she said that. I was like, "What do you mean I'm a hoarder?" I'm not a hoarder. I was like, I'm being responsible. I can't throw these papers away without going through, all the patients' names and making sure that I got everything covered and did what I was supposed to do for them. So I was really offended when she said it. But then in the back of my mind, I asked myself, am I a hoarder? Am I? And I look around, and it's like, and I know I've seen some hoarders now. I've seen that show on TV, and it was way worse than this. But this is not good. This is like, we were, in case you haven't figured it out, we were a military family, and we moved around for like the past 20 years or more. And so, it's a difficult life when you're moving, you got to reinvent yourself like every 2 or 3 years, and you're moving around and you got to keep up with stuff. I have stuff, you guys are going to say, oh yeah, she's a hoarder. I have stuff. I had learned the art of holding on to the things that are important. Okay. I have, and I managed to keep up with most of it, without having lost anything. I got rid of what I needed to get rid of, and then all of a sudden I kind of fell into a rut, and I'm here. So hopefully we can be encouraged together. if your rut, or if your hoarded situation, or if your mess is out in the physical where everybody can see it, then work on it. Like I'm gonna work on it, okay? If your mess is in your heart, in your mind, you can work on that too. I mean, the bottom line is there is something that is keeping us from doing what it is that we feel we are called to do, or that we know that something that we could be doing, giving ourselves a chance to have some peace. Even if you don't quit your job, even if you don't, you deserve to have like peace. You could come on the weekends, if your house is neat, you can come and create stuff and make stuff. If your mind is clear, you can create things. You can do things that you want to do. You can make jewelry. You can paint. Believe it or not, I even tried to paint. I'm not that good at it. I'll show y'all later, but it's because that's what I wanted to do. But I would be able to do so much more and just feel so much more fulfilled if I got a hold of myself and all of this stuff, okay? And yeah, let me just say this too. It's not just all my doing, I got a family, they had a lot to do with this, but it's me who wants to create stuff. It's me who wants to do stuff, and that's the other thing. A lot of times we'll run into a rut because we want to blame other people for what, we got, what did my psychologist call it? She called it, stuck points. That's what it is. It's a stuck point. There's certain things that get you stuck. You be thinking about stuff. You say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you get ready and you get started and you start getting into it, and then all of a sudden you're like not moving anymore. You get stuck. The same thing with and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna close for the night because this is a lot to take in. Just around here, I'm getting a little emotional, But yeah, when my mom got sick, I'm not gonna go into detail because that's her business. But my mom got sick, and she wasn't doing well at all. And I had just finished taking my the first part of this A+ certification test that I was talking about, that I wanted to take, or maybe I didn't talk about that yet, but that was something I wanted to do. And so I studied hard, and I took the first part of that test, and I passed it. I got to show y'all my ugly cry when I get to know y'all better. I don't know if y'all ready. I don't know if y'all ready for that ugly cry. But anyway, yeah, when I passed, I had an ugly cry, and I posted it on Facebook. And people were like, why did you do that? My husband was like, I didn't approve that. Yeah, but I did, because I was like praising the Lord and saying thank you, because it was something that I really, really wanted to do. And I was so excited about it. Then my mom got sick. I did the first half, and then I was supposed to study for 30 days and then go back and take the second half. And my mom got sick, and it kind of threw my game off. I'm not blaming her, and I'm not blaming myself. I mean, it was I understand, but now she's getting better, and so like, what's my hold up? What's my hang up? I'm still stuck. So I need to get myself unstuck. And that's what this is about. Hopefully somebody's encouraged. It's going to be nice when we can come back in here and see this area not look like that, and go back in my office and see it not look this bad. So yeah, so this is what I'm looking forward to. I mean, I got a nice setup. I got everything I need to work with. I got a heating, cooling system over there in the, looking the wrong way. In the corner over there that I can work in here in the summertime. I can work in here somewhere over there. Oh, and then I also got, you see that power, that yellow thing? That's a power sprayer, power washer. That's what I used. I got that specifically years ago to wash out my screens. Look at that. What a shame. And earlier on one of the videos, I had said I was not frivolous. But looking around here, and see, even up in the corner up there, that's the, let's see, okay, yeah, you see up there, that's the light, where I said that screen was, way back against the wall. That's the light that I use to burn my screen. So, yeah, the magic is coming back. I'm making myself look at this situation for what it is. And like I said, my situation is physical. Okay, this situation is physical today. because tomorrow I might be, special in the head. But it flip flops, because we are at a stage in our lives where we got, what did they say, that we got, what is it that keeps you calm? The endorphins or the whatever it is. Again, I'm not no scientist, but there's some kind of chemical in our body that keeps us calm all of these years. And the older we get, believe it or not, our body makes less of it. That's what I've heard it said. And so we kind of fly off the handle a lot easier. We become grumpy and grouchy. You ever heard that term, grouchy old man or grumpy old man or grouchy old woman? Yeah, it's because, paid your dues, you can do that. But it's really because it's, your body, is making less, I guess because we should need it less. So, take that for food for thought, yeah. So I got my work ahead of me. But I think I can do it and be encouraged while I'm doing it. And it really helps me to show you all what's really going on, and I hope that it's helping you to see in your life what's really going on. So lastly, I just want to say, whether your situation, whether you're hoarding things or just messy on the outside physically, like what you see around here, or whether your hoarding is happening in your mind or in your heart or in your spirit, it's time to clean it up. If you can get some help cleaning it up, again, even for this, I might need some help. I ain't coming out here by myself. I might have my kids come out here. I might have some of my friends come and help me. I might have my husband help me. Yeah, but whatever. Some things you need help. Okay, if it's a mental thing, sometimes it pays to talk to people. I would have never thought that I would really get anything out of talking to my psychologist and my psychiatrist. But hey, it works. It helps, because sometimes you don't want to air out stuff to people that you don't really feel like they're listening anyway, and a lot of times they don't want to hear it. Honestly, they love you, but they ain't try to hear all that. And just like this situation here, people, nobody want to be bothered with this, but I need this space. I need the space in my head. I need the space in my heart. I'll say we, okay? All the encouragers and the encouragees, the G's and the Jers, we need the space in our minds, okay? We need the space. We need space in our hearts. We need the space in our physical areas so that we can do what we do. Think the way we want to think. Make things happen. And we can't do it if we're clouded, if everything's just a mess. So anyway, thank you for listening to me rant. Or thank you for being gentle with me. Okay? Positive comments, okay? Positive comments and encouragement. Because I just aired out my dirty laundry to y'all. So anyway, be encouraged. Thank you.